know what I want to do? I want to be president of the United States. You know, do. Why is it so bright in here? There's so many lights. So there's no corners, okay? So there's nowhere to hide. In the Oval Office, there's nowhere to hide, so you can't. You could go underneath the pillows of the couch. You could make a pillow. I suppose, yeah, what you could do is they would never see this coming. Is the president of Kazakhstan would come in and be like, "What about my oil?" And then you would have a pillow fort, and you'd be like, "There ain't nobody here." And the president of Kazakhstan would say, "Of course there is someone here. I can see you. You're plainly in a pillow fort. You know what? Get out of our country." And they'll say, "I know what you are, but what am I? I don't know, okay? Maybe chief of staff is what I really need." Chief of staff. I like that. Okay, my executive functioning, okay, isn't stellar, but I think I can organize some stuff if I had, okay, this is what I would need to be the President of the United States Chief of Staff. I would need a whiteboard. I would need several colors of whiteboard markers, okay? I'd need Cheez-Its. I would need Ritz with the cheese in the middle and the peanut butter in the middle, because sometimes what you want to do is take the tops off both of them and smush them both together so you get cheese and peanut butter at the same time, because you can. You can, okay? Substitute peanut butter for cheese for no. What am I trying to say? You could they're interchangeable. Cheese and peanut butter are interchangeable objects, okay? It's like the movable object meets the unstoppable force. They surrender. Cheese and peanut butter surrender to each other, okay? They visit each other's dishes, okay? And have you seen the White House kitchen? I saw it, okay? And that kitchen's tiny, okay? I've seen Dave for president. That kitchen's tiny, okay? It's an old kitchen. I don't even think they use it for much. I think they got a Keurig and that's about it. A Keurig and a microwave for when they want popcorn, but you can't eat too much of that popcorn because it'll coat your lungs, unless that's what you want. So cheese and peanut butter can be interchanged at any point. Macaroni and peanut butter, macaroni and cheese. Instead, try that, okay? Or you have a cheese and jelly sandwich, try a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. Okay, so as I'm saying, cheese and peanut butter can be interchanged at any point. The chief of staff, okay. Whiteboard markers, cheese and peanut butter, both. That counts as one thing because they're so close to each other. It's like hydrogen and helium, okay? There's only one thing that separates cheese and peanut butter, and that's this, okay? The Heisenberg principle indicates that when I observe the cheese and peanut butter atoms, that's when they solidify into either cheese or peanut butter. So when I open Schrodinger's box, okay, am I going to see cheese or am I going to see peanut butter? Well, my consciousness, okay, is connected to the fabric of the universe. That's how non-local location works. I mean, non-local information sharing works, okay? The consciousness is a fundamental element of the universe. Okay? So when I open the box and see cheese, it's because I wanted to see cheese. Or peanut butter. I wanted the peanut butter. What? So, chief of staff, peanut butter, whiteboards, whiteboard markers. I also want a paper calendar. A paper calendar in case the internet goes down, which was funny because the internet was built just in case that everything else went down. But now the internet is like the most fragile thing in the world, like a little teacup. It's like a little teacup. Okay, you gotta like love it and kiss it and care for it. Okay, it's like a little teacup. The internet. It was supposed to be a robust line of last resort, so that we didn't nuke each other, and instead it's buying books and denial of service attacks. So, internet, no, paper calendar, that's what I wanted. The President of the United States, okay, I know who that is, I know what they do, okay? I know it, okay? The Chief of Staff means you're boss of all the staff, okay? And I actually don't know what Chief of Staff is, but I can infer through the title that's what it is, okay? Hear ye, my first official, okay, duty as chief of staff is to make sure everyone gets a bathroom break. Okay? I don't want anyone working through their bathroom breaks. Everyone gets 15 minutes, okay? Every 2 hours, okay? Take your breaks, man. Take your breaks, okay? The world's problems aren't going to go away just because you're having a poop. So just go do it, okay? Don't worry about it. Crude, but that's my management style. I mean, my management style is not crude. We're dealing with a crude subject right now, but my management style is caring for your needs. That's what I'm trying to express to you. Okay? Caring for your needs. After your 15 minutes, make sure you have coffee, caffeinated beverages, or a non caffeinated beverage of your choice. And I want a check in circle every morning. We're not going to sing a song unless you want to. Okay? And I want to know how everyone's doing at the check in circle. How was your night last night? When did you go home? And don't work until midnight. Don't answer your emails at home. What are you? Okay? Don't be a shill. Just when you're home, you're home. How are you supposed to raise a family if you work for the President of the United States? If the President of the United States is requiring you that you answer your emails all time of the day and night. Okay? That's insidious. Do you know why? Because the enemies of the President of the United States want everyone on their staff to be tired. But that might neutralize a lot of the bad stuff. Look, they've done a lot of bad stuff. Not that this was funny to begin with, but it's not funny. Such a powerful position and yet held in thrall to so many other competing interests. Well, I'd stop all the bad stuff. I write it down on my whiteboard. I'd stop it all. We can do it. And you don't need someone like that to tell you. What you do need is someone like that to tell the cops not to bust your heads in when you're trying to strike for better wages. That I could help with. I don't know how long I'd last. There must be some other kind of there must be some other kind of what influence, no, what's the word I'm looking for? Vested interest. There must be some other kind of vested interest that would protect me from the other vested interests that would get pretty pissed. I start undoing a lot of the knots around here. Like Solar Panel Man or, I don't know, High Vibrational E.T. Boy or all those people working so hard to make the world a better place. With no more killing. It's not worth it. Don't be afraid. There is enough for everybody. We can do it. Collective luxuries. We don't need to live clutching each item to our chest as if it was a precious baby. It's a pair of flip-flops from Walmart. It's a missile system that you don't need. Get rid of it. Put a plant in it. Put a Monstera. You know how big those things get? You can put a Monstera in there instead. Look, I don't like people. They make me uncomfortable. That's why I'm by myself in here all the time. In my Oval Office. Gotta get out. Talk to people. And try not to make them see my point of view so much. Like I feel compelled that they think the same way I do to make them do that. But it's a fool's rush. Insert penis joke. I don't know if this is something I aspire to. If I have these resources, I can redirect them other places. But there's been a lot of bad stuff. This is it. A great transition, a great change. Where do you stand? Don't be afraid. We're all in this together. Okay? It doesn't mean I'm going to end up in your bed or at your house eating your cheese or peanut butter. Okay? And if you run out of cheese, use peanut butter. And if you run out of peanut butter, use cheese. But whatever you do, don't listen to me when I come to your house in the middle of the night demanding cheese and peanut butter. I'm sleepwalking. Don't let me take your cheese and peanut butter. Because once I get a taste for it, it's like blood in the water, man. Don't be afraid. Like, I'm terrified, but I'm trying to not be. I mean, we've all got our part to play, and sometimes bad things happen, but I don't need to make them happen on purpose. Save who we can, save what we can. These are the animals that are left: Canada goose, pigeon, rat, raccoon, porcupine, skunk, pelicans, gophers. There's like 6 wolves and all the zoo animals. Couple garter snakes, grasshoppers, and the ants, the busy ants, working hard. Lazy grasshoppers. Save them. Save even the porcupines, those bastards who like to wake me up in the night. Okay? That's what they sound like. They rub up against my tent. I was pitching a tent in the night and they rubbed up against it. Do you know how painful that is? They don't shoot their quills, okay? But they can release their quills into you. Anyway, they're a pain in the ass, too. Pain in the front and a pain in the ass. Andrew P. Hall. Canada Goose likes to poop. But it's those gray geese that are real assholes. Okay? Sitting there at the end of my block, yelling at me every day, clocking around, trying to get big, intimidate me. Well, you do intimidate me. But I'm going to save you anyways. I'm going to save you because saving does not mean that I like you. We all are, we're going in this together. I can't stand gray geese. They're jerks. But that doesn't mean they deserve to get caught up in all the destruction. Gotta drop my shoulders and take a breath. Is there any questions? Going live with the President of the United States Chief of Staff. I'm sorry, everyone, for everything that's happened. This Oval Office is supposed to be haunted with the ghost of Abraham Lincoln, which is why I keep thinking I'm getting shoulder rubs all the time, which is a pretty good thing. I'll be in here getting shoulder rubs from Abraham Lincoln's ghost. You betcha. Those large hands. He's got huge hands. Digging deep into my fascia. If you want to know about a transforming robot, ask me, because I know everything about transforming robots. Okay? Beep, bop, boop. Transforming Robot Central. Why don't you transform into something useful like a fax machine? Wee, oo, wee, 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 or a dial-up internet. We're going to need those old, okay? We're going to, when everything goes to hell, we're going to need that old technology. Okay? So when the robots find us and we're using telegraph again, they transform into telegraph lines, which Telegraphicon, okay? One, it's a super pain because they're trailing these giant lines all over the place. So everyone, you can't hide anywhere because everyone can plainly see you're underneath the pillow fort in the Oval Office because, one, you're a giant robot, and two, those cables are sticking out. You know how much cable you'd have to pack in order to telegraph line across great distances? A lot. Such is your lot in life, I guess. Telegraphoid, telegraph, Morse, Codicon, Necronomicon. Don't transform into the Book of the Dead. Don't do it. Someone presents it to you, don't take it. Don't press the button, man. Just don't do it. That's the answer to the riddle. The riddle is just don't do it. Okay? But it's 4 legs in the morning, 2 in the middle of the day, and then 3 at night, in the night. It's a person. Baby, person, someone with a cane. Transform into a telephone and I'll give you a call. Wait. You'd have to transform into a telephone and then transform into my telephone. Oh, that must be the telephone twins. Okay? And they're not, it's not cellular. It's on a telephone line. It's called Party Line. The Party Line guys. Transforming robots that transform into a party line. So everyone can tell what everyone else is doing. So if it's 2 rings, that's you. Okay? If it's 3 rings, 3 short rings, okay? Deet, okay? Taken from Morse code. Deet, the codes. Don't pick it up. That's not you. So don't pick it up. You could pick it up, but they'll hear you. They'll hear you. Okay? It's Party Linacon. Party Linacus. Party Linacon Prime. Transforming robots transform into the mighty telephones, fax machines, dial-up internets, modems. Okay? I know about that stuff. I'm an expert in transforming robots. Okay? Transform into a jellyfish. Yes. Okay? Transform into an emu. Yes. A kiwi. Yes. The kiwi transforming robot also craps out a giant egg, which also transforms. Okay? They're like perestroika dolls, where they're inside each other like that. You know? So transforming robots I'm an expert in, so don't worry about it. Stop worrying about transforming robots. I'm not trying to silo the knowledge of the transforming robots. I will gladly share my knowledge of transforming robots with everybody. I'm afraid and alone with limited resources. But we're all creatures of the light, are we not? Transform into a dining room table and have a meal. Why don't you sit down and talk? Have a salad. See, transforming dinner table transforms into a dinner table, and there's also little helpers that transform, like the cassette tapes, except transforms into pats of butter. All you can eat bread. It transforms into an Olive Garden. Okay, the transforming Olive Garden robot transforms. It's like Metroplex, except it's an Olive Garden. You get all the bread you can eat, except they don't come around except every 40 minutes, where you could pack away a loaf of that bread in like 10 minutes. But they wait another extra 20 minutes, half an hour to bring you more bread, because they're trying to limit the amount of bread that you eat, which, like, if you said it's unlimited bread, it's unlimited bread. Kind of like that time I shut down the sushi restaurant at the all you can eat. Literally the day after we were there, the sign went up, said, all you can eat certain items, not everything on the menu. Couldn't get those rock shrimp anymore. Oh well. Transforms into a sushi restaurant, one of those ones with the conveyors. There's a whole block it transforms into a Tim Hortons, a sushi restaurant, whatever else I said, a bank with a safe. So you got to lock up your stuff. Because where is a transforming robot going to put his wallet? It's multiple wallets in a safe, in a transforming robot safe. Okay? And that'd be tough to keep it. If you were a transforming robot and you transformed into an impenetrable safe, well, that'd be tough because your joints and stuff would, like all the seams and cracks. Okay? You could get a chisel in there. You could get a wedge in there somehow. It'd be pretty tough to make it an unbreakable box. I don't know what they're doing next door, man. Something. I'm an expert in transforming robots. How to get a vote. Go and talk to people. Talk to them. I'm going to come talk to you. I'm going to come to your door. When you see me at your door, ding dong. Okay? What are your wants and needs? What are your hopes and dreams for the future? Okay? I'm going to slip you some documents, or maybe give you a follow-up call. Be like, have you ever considered this? Have you ever considered that? And if you still want to believe it, there's not much I can do for you, but I can make sure you have a house, okay? That you have trains so you can get places, a house, trains, and a nice place to go have a spa, okay? Communal luxuries, my friends. Movie theaters, movie stars, spas, spa day, spa bath, mud packs, floating in a salty sea. Have you ever been in the Dead Sea? Hurts like hell. Gets in your pee hole. You can float though. It's like baby oil. It's like being in baby oil. That hurts. So not baby oil. Because you wouldn't want to put oil that hurts on a baby. But it's not the oil that hurts you, it's the salt. So never mind. It's salty. I don't know why it feels slick. I don't understand how salt works. I just know that if it gets in your pee hole, it hurts. I suppose that goes for anything. Apple juice, spit, soap bubbles, a straw, a catheter, tomato juice, a little piece of hail, those fish, those little barbed fish, my nightmare. So take care of your pee hole, and it'll take care of you. Don't go swimming in the Amazon and pee, because the fish will see that and swim right up the pee stream into your pee hole. It's like a transporter directly into your urethra. So don't do it. There's a lot going on here. Politics, okay? Adventures, okay? Science and finding out stuff, okay? Information of the universe, okay? We've got a lot of work to do. So let's get started, okay, dokie? It can be better.